Hello, everybody. This is Scott Golden with the Life Lesson Series 301, and we continue our Life Lesson Series here on Golden Opportunities Coaching just to give you reminders of things that you could be looking at to make your life a little bit better. It doesn't necessarily mean that every answer is available in this format. It just means that we take 5 minutes or a little longer sometimes to kind of give you a breakdown of things that life may be trying to teach you that you're not paying complete attention to. And as I mentioned, going into the 300 of these, just an amazing thing that we've got that. We've got over 1,500 audios. If you're looking for life, business, relationship coaching, habit coaching, addiction recovery, all that points in between, would love to be of assistance to you in whatever way we can. And ultimately, be passionate about making changes in your life because change is one of the few constants in human existence. So, what are some things that you can look at that's going to lead you forward in a positive direction in this time in your life? The first is take on viewpoints, and I think this is more important than ever before in history. We as a nation, if you're in the States or in North America, we're so divided right now, and the division is what's causing all the stress for people. It's not that one side's right, one side's wrong, and the more you cling to the idea that one side is right and one side is wrong, the larger problem, which is the divisiveness of society in general, is your larger problem. And it's something worth taking a look at. Does it really serve you well to allow that level of division? Does it really serve you well to be in that situation? Probably not. So looking at division between people, between classes, between individuals as the real problem is one way to set things forward. And in order to do that, we got to be willing to look at different viewpoints as often as we can. The next thing is um, take growth as a serious factor of what's going to determine your success in life. Whether you're growing your relationships, whether you're growing your knowledge, whether you're growing your financial stability, whether you're growing your forgiveness of self, whether you're growing your spiritual or professional aspects of life, growth is one of the most important things that you can focus on. And the thing is, you can focus on growth at any given point. You can focus on growth at any time in your day and maintain the reality that you can control your outcome in life by being committed to growing as often, as committed, as connected as you can. It doesn't mean you have to have every answer. It doesn't mean you have to know everything that's coming, and or that everything you grow in is something you're passionate about. Sometimes it can be important to look and go, you know what, this didn't work for me, or I'm not happy, or this didn't pay off, or whatever um, is there. But you need to savor and enjoy the anticipation that growth is possible in everything you do, and also that you can modify your life in a positive direction in a way that makes sense for you, and kind of move things forward in a good way as often as possible. When we forget that moving forward is possible, when we forget that growth is possible, people struggle with more depression, they struggle with more anxiety, they struggle with unhappiness, they struggle with frustration, not because these are bad people, but because without growth, nothing is worthwhile. The next thing is experience the moment to the best of your ability at any given time. Experiencing the moment means being present moment minded. It means focusing on that which matters to you in a good way and doing some degree of, I guess you'd say, film study, or just looking at what other people are doing. Obviously, we don't have films of everybody's life, but we can kind of look at the world and say, there's a certain level of uh, value, there's a certain level of concept that moves us forward. And when we begin to know that we can choose what matters for our own future, that we can choose where we're going to gain long-term connectedness and value, we can then also make life more meaningful on a day-to-day basis. When life is meaningful on a day-to-day basis, we do better. And it's important not to rush through life. Keep motion at the center of all things. In other words, grow and believe that everything you're doing does have value. Grow and believe that everything you're doing does have the ability to refocus you. But the reality of how quickly things happen really doesn't matter nearly as much as people are led to believe or think to believe. Instead, they're focused only on the idea of growth as a continual ebb and flow. Sometimes it's quicker, sometimes it's slower, but as long as growth is the center of what you're doing, that's what really matters. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.